Hello, hello. Welcome back to Life After Plus One. I'm Leanne, your podcast host and your single parent mentor and coach. And if you're listening to this today, it is Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas and thank you for those who are listening in real time. And if you're not, then you can still take these tips on board. But it is Christmas Eve today as this goes to air and it's an exciting day. I love Christmas. Yes, even as a single parent, I do love Christmas. But let's be honest. Co-parenting and single parenting at Christmas is a tough time. We hate giving our kids up at this time of the year. If we could have every day with our kids at this time of year, we would. I mean, some people would love it every day of the year, but realistically, it's hard giving them up at this time of the year when there's so many fun activities, carols, Christmas lights and Christmas shopping and cooking and all the fun activities and end of school year activities and Christmas parties. You just want to have them every day at this time and do stuff with them. And it does get hard. There's so many things that you've got to factor in: time, money, co-parenting and everything else, and thinking about your past life with your ex and the family you had. So today what I'm going to do is just a quick rundown on 10 steps on how to best get through Christmas as a single parent. Welcome to the Life After Plus One podcast, where we turn life's lemons into delightful lemonade. Get ready for inspiring stories, uplifting conversations, and all the tips and tricks to rock your single parent journey with style. I'm your host, Leanne, and it's time to embrace the adventure of Life After Plus One. So let's dive in. Get through this hard time? Well, it shouldn't be a hard time. It's also a fun time. Christmas is a great time of the year. And for those of you out there like me, I love Christmas. I love it. So, it is fun. We don't want to put the focus on the negative. We don't want to put the focus on, we don't have our kids, or, I don't have enough money, I don't have this, or I've got to do this. Try not to make that the center of your attention. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. We're going to focus on 10 steps that you can do to ensure you have a better Christmas as a single parent and you're not left sitting around sad and lonely. So the first step as a single parent at Christmas time, if you're feeling sad and lonely and depressed and just frustrated with your situation, is be realistic with your financial situation. Don't overcommit to things, whether it be social gatherings, Christmas presents for the kids, Christmas presents for the family, and Christmas presents for friends. Don't overcommit to things that you can't do. Be realistic with your finances. You don't have to buy Tom and Jerry down the street a present. Tom and Jerry. I didn't mean to say that, just came out. But anyway, I'm going to keep it there. You don't have to buy them a present if you don't want to. It's about giving people that are meaningful to you and people that are really important. You don't just have to give presents just because you know people, especially if you don't have the money to do so. And if you feel like you need to, one of the great things that I've done before in the past is I've just made a dessert. Make a little dessert that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. You can jar it up or put it in a nice little container or a nice platter, and that's a great gift. That's a great cheap little gift idea if you're not in a financial position where you can buy everyone a present. So that way you can make up something bulk and share it around between your friends and family. And going back to it, it's not just about presents. It's also about social gatherings and presents for your kids. Don't feel like you need to say yes to all these outings if you can't afford it. Don't feel like you have to buy your kids these amazing presents because that's what you've previously done when you're with your ex and your family and you had more money, but now you feel like you've still got to do it because that's what you used to do. Be realistic. Don't put yourself in a position where a week or two after Christmas and all of a sudden these bills start coming in and you're like, holy shit, how am I going to pay for this? I have got myself in way too deep. Don't do that to yourself. I mean, yes, the kids will be happy. The kids will be, they'll love these big presents. However, they will also love something from the heart. Be realistic with them. Tell them your situation. When they're telling you what they want for Christmas and they're giving you their Santa list and what they're hoping to get, you can say to them there, well, unfortunately, I don't know if you're going to be able to get that this year. Mum or dad's not in a position where I can afford something like that this year. I'm sorry. Or you don't even have to say that. Just say Christmas is going to be a little bit low key this year. It's not going to be as big as what we've used to because I'm now on my own. there's not two of us buying the presents like there used to be. So it's going to be a little bit quieter, but I'm going to do the best I can to make sure you're happy. And try and make it not just about the presents. Make it about the kids having fun. You can do other things. Make sure you're doing activities with them that don't cost the world, that nice, fun family activities that you can do for free. That they're the memories that kids remember. 10, 20 years down the track, kids don't remember the presents. They don't remember what they unwrapped unless it's something, really fun and exciting like a bike, their first bike or something like that. Those things maybe they remember, but more often not, those things that are just things, those dust collectors, kids don't remember that stuff. So don't feel like you have to overcompensate and make the kids feel better because you're not feeling good, or you might feel bad because you're now single parenting and you feel like you need to make it up to the kids by giving them as much as possible. Don't put yourself in that position. Be realistic with what you can afford on all levels when it comes to Christmas, not just presents. Number 2, communicate where you're at with your kids and with your ex. So you don't want it to get to Christmas Day and you're like, oh, I don't know what's happening. I don't know when mum's coming, or I don't know when dad's coming, or I don't know what time you're getting picked up, or I don't know this, or I don't know that. Know what's happening and communicate it with the kids. Okay, you're going to dad's on Christmas Eve. Okay, mum's picking you up on Christmas morning. Whatever situation it is, whatever you have planned, communicate that and have it planned out with your ex beforehand so you know what's happening. And so on the day, you're not left with any fighting and any drama, because you don't want that, especially around the kids on Christmas Day. Even if you're not happy with it, because who is happy with co-parenting on Christmas Day? Nobody. So at the end of the day, we're all going to have to bite our tongue and compromise. And that's what it comes down to. Just making sure the kids are seeing both parents, the kids are happy, and you're going to have to bite your tongue and you're going to have to compromise at some point. We don't like it. It's shit. It's crap having to do it at Christmas. But sadly, that's the downside of co-parenting. You have to share your kids at Christmas time. So try and pick your battles. Don't fight with the ex at Christmas time, and have that communication all sorted out with them and with the kids, so you know what's happening leading into Christmas, leading into the holiday season, and you're not just like, okay, school holidays, what's happening? Has things changed? Are they going to mum's here, or are they going to dad's? Know what's happening beforehand, and you can communicate that with the kids so they're not getting all anxious and worked up, especially if it's your first Christmas single parenting. The kids are still adjusting too. The kids are working out everything and adjusting to dad not being there or mum not being there, and they're just figuring it out themselves. So keep them in the loop and communicate things to them and in an age appropriate way, and let them know what's happening so they don't get all anxious and worked up, and have it sorted out with the ex. And like I said, it's not going to always go your way. Try and pick your battles. Is it really worth fighting over at Christmas time? In saying that, I'm not saying let them walk all over you either. Be firm and stand your ground. But pick your battles. Is it worth fighting over at Christmas time? And have it all communicated before going into Christmas so you know what's happening. Number 3, and going into Christmas as a single parent, don't overcommit. If someone's asking you to attend something, if someone's asking you to look after their kids, if someone's asking you to make something and you literally don't have the time, you've got to attend an event and they want you to bring a dish, but you're just like, holy hell, I've got no time to make that. When am I supposed to do this? Then communicate that. Don't put yourself in a position where you're going to get even more overwhelmed because you're already on your own doing so much. If you can't do something, say, sorry, I can't commit to that. Be open and honest, because if you keep saying yes and yes and yes and yes, you're the one that's going to get run down. You're the one that's going to get annoyed at everyone, and you're the one that's going to be sad and miserable at Christmas because you're doing all this extra stuff that you don't want to. So be realistic with your commitments and don't take on too much. Number 4, try not to focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. Because the more you sit there and think, oh, I remember last year we were together and we did all this together and we did that, and Christmas holidays we went here together and we used to do all these fun activities, and don't focus on that. Keeping your attention on the past and what was is only going to make you sad. I mean, it's nice to know you have those memories and it's nice to know you did those fun things together. But if you keep stewing on it over this Christmas period and keep wishing you had that again, it's only going to make you sad and it's going to make you emotional. You don't want to be like that at Christmas time. So try not to focus on what you don't have and what you used to have. Focus on where you're at now and what you do have now. And in saying that, that's going to take me to my next point, which is point number 5. Focus on making new memories. So instead of stewing on or thinking about what you used to do at Christmas with your family, with your ex, instead of thinking about the fun places you used to go to, now is your time to focus on making new Christmas memories, new Christmas traditions, new things to do with the kids, new places to go. Focus on making new memories. So instead of being sad over the past and sad because of what you used to do and sad of what they're now doing with their new partner, don't make that your center of attention. Focus now on making fun new memories, fun new traditions that you can do every year with the kids, fun new things that you can create. Little weekend trips, holidays, days to the beach, whatever it is. This is your time to make new memories. If you haven't done anything yet with the kids, if you haven't done anything new, it's all been about what you used to do. This is your time now. Okay, this year we're going to start something new. Just us and the kids, or just me and the kids. And this is going to be our new annual tradition each Christmas or each Christmas period. So this is your time to do something new with them. And that's the perfect way to take the focus of what used to be and take the focus off the past. You're now focusing on the future and creating something new and fun. Okay, number 6, make the most of the time you have with your kids. Because, like I said, co-parenting at Christmas is not the best time to be co-parenting. It's not fun. We don't want to give our kids up at this time of year. So make the most of that time you do have with them. Don't wait for them to go to mum's or wait for them to go to dad's and be like, oh, I was going to do this weekend, when you knew that was the other parent's weekend or the other parent's time with the kids. Use that time you have with the kids to fill it up with fun activities. Use that time to do fun stuff with them then. So when they go to the other parent's house, you're not sad. You're not getting all miserable and lonely because you haven't been able to do stuff. Use that time when they're with you to do fun activities. Don't waste that time you have with your kids saying, oh, I'm not doing that, I'm tired. Or I'm not today, I've just had a big day at work. Or no, I can't be bothered, I don't have the energy today. And then next day comes around, they're gone to the other parent's house. It's like, oh, well, shit, we haven't done anything. Don't waste that time you have with the kids, especially around Christmas, because this is the time to do all those fun things. And there's so many free fun activities that you can do in your local area. Search free activities. All those Christmas lights. Drive around local streets and check out your Christmas lights. And shopping centres usually have free Christmas activities. There's so many things you can do. So use this time with your kids and make the most of it. So when they are going to the other parent's house, you're not sad because you haven't been able to do anything with them. Use your time wisely. Number 7, and this is very important. Try and not worry about what your ex is doing. Don't focus on that. Don't give your ex any energy because that is going to mess with your head and you don't want that at Christmas. Don't sit there going, oh, I wonder what they're doing with their new partner. I wonder where they're going. I wonder whose house they're celebrating at. I wonder this and I wonder that. Don't focus on that. Keep the attention on you and what you're doing and on all those other tips that I've just mentioned. Keep the focus on making new memories with them. Keeping the focus on using that time wisely you have with the kids. Keeping your focus on your friends and family and what you're doing. Don't sit there and be tempted to search their social media and stalk them and see what they're doing and stalk their partner. Don't do that. It is going to mess with your head. If you can block it out, block it out. If you need to block them over this period, just so you don't interact or get upset or get sad, then if need be, do that. Try not to focus on what they are doing. Because no matter what, if they're having a good time, if they're having a bad time, no matter what kind of time they're having, it's still not going to give you any kind of benefit. It's not going to add any gain to your life. It's just going to leave you asking yourself all these questions. Well, why'd they do that? Well, why'd they leave me if they're not happy? Well, oh, look at them. They're doing that and that's what we used to do. It's not going to put you in a good headspace. please try and not put any attention on your ex over Christmas time, and don't put any attention on what they're doing, what they're wearing, where they're going, who they're speaking to, who they're spending it with. Don't. Keep the focus on you and your kids and your friends and your family and what you're doing. Number 8, and this kind of relates back to the point number 3, where I said don't overcommit, which is delegate jobs. If you're working over the holidays, or if you've just got so many responsibilities, you might have people coming to your house and you're just feeling overwhelmed because you've got so many chores to do. You've got presents to buy, you've got presents to wrap, you've got all this food to cook, you've got all these household chores to do. Delegate. Get family to help. Get kids to help. Get them to help with little things around the house. Get them to hang out the washing or bring in the washing. Get them to take out the garbage bin. Get them to do things around the house that is going to help you. Delegate things or jobs as much as you can. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, reach out to your friends and family. Say, hey, listen, I'm really struggling. Can you help me at the moment? I need this, this, and this. Even if it means getting the ex to watch the kids for a little while, or getting your friends to help out watching the kids. Because sometimes as a single parent, it can be hard to even just get to the shops to get presents for the kids. That's a tackle on its own. I thankfully have managed to get everything online this year. However, there are a lot of you out there that do work full-time and don't have the opportunity to get to the shops and do any Christmas shopping without the kids. So ask a friend, ask family, ask someone to help out with the kids so you can get to the shops and do some stuff. Delegate jobs. Don't just feel like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, because you're on your own. Use your people to help you. And this is another follow-up point from that one. Be around positive people. Don't be around people because that's just what you do on Christmas Day. And they're people that you leave feeling shit. You feel like you've just been hit by a truck and you just do it because it has to be done, and it's now become like a chore and it's just not fun anymore. Well, maybe it's time to make some new Christmas plans. Maybe it's time to start changing what you do. Whatever your situation is, be around people that are going to uplift you, that are going to make you feel good, that are going to make you or see that you have a good Christmas, because they're fun to be around. You have a laugh. It's good. You don't leave them feeling drained and empty. You leave them feeling, that was nice. I really enjoyed their company. They're the people that you want to be around with on Christmas Day, not people that are going to make you feel shit and drained when you're already feeling sad and upset because of your ex is celebrating Christmas with their new partner, and your kids are there celebrating Christmas with them. And if you're stuck celebrating Christmas with people that you're just not enjoying and people that are making you feel empty and drained, then that's not going to help you. Be around people that uplift you and make you feel good. Find your people. And as I said, even if it means doing something a bit different this year for Christmas because it's going to make you feel good, do what works for you and be around those positive people. Number 10, keep the focus on the kids and their happiness. And this is very important because it's very easy to get caught up in what the ex is doing with the new partner and the new partner being around the kids, and maybe the new partner is playing with the kids and their new toys and they're having breakfast together or they're having lunch together, and deep down you're burning inside. You're thinking, no, that should be me. How dare they? Please don't think of it like that. Your kids will still love you no matter what. Your kids are always going to love you. You're always going to be there in their life as dad or as mum. You're always going to be there. And it does hurt. It does hurt seeing the kids at the other parent's house on Christmas with the new partner. But this is not the time to think about your breakup. This is not the time to think about what your ex did to you. This is not the time to think about their new relationship. This is the time to think about, okay, are the kids there? Are they having fun? Are they being looked after? Because I can guarantee you now, it's much nicer for your ex to have a partner that's playing with the kids, or that's doing their hair, or that's playing with the toys with them, or that's building Lego with them, than it is for them to have a new partner that's not engaging or not doing anything and not caring about your kids. I promise you it is. As much as you think, or as much as you get hurt seeing them involved in your kid's life, deep down, you know that that's nicer to have them helping out and looking after your kids than it is for your ex to have a new partner and they're not doing anything at all. They're not caring about your kids. They're not doing anything for them. They're not helping them. They're not buying them presents. They're not getting involved in the kid's life, because really that's what you want. You want your ex to have a partner that's going to be good to your kids. So as much as it burns to see this other person involved in your kid's life, as much as it burns to see them celebrating these nice occasions with your kids when you're not there, I want you to please remember that it is so much more beneficial for the kids to have them with your ex and their new partner when it's a partner that is involved in their life than it is for them to have a new partner that doesn't care about the kids. So try and keep your focus on what is best for the kids and seeing the kids happy. Yes, you don't like the new partner being there. Yes, you don't like them being at the other parent's house. Yes, you want them with you. But are the kids happy? Are the kids loving that time with the other parent and loving their presence? Are the kids comfortable and looked after? That's what your priority is. Try not to keep your attention on what your ex did to you or why you broke up or how they've got a new partner so quickly. That is not the center of attention right now. It is Christmas and you want to make it special for the kids. So if the kids are happy, the kids are enjoying themselves, and that's what needs to make you happy. And that's a big thing to remember. You can't let your ego and your emotions get in the way because of what happened in the past. This is Christmas Day, not a day to worry about your breakup, not a day to worry about what's happened in the past, not a day to worry about little shitty details about things that have happened in the past. Keep that in the past and just focus on the kids being happy. All right, so they're my little top 10 tips for getting through Christmas as a single parent. I'll just run through them quickly with you again. So be realistic with your finances. Don't put too much pressure on yourself by feeling like you have to buy these amazing presents for the kids when you can't. Be realistic with them and what you can and can't do, and be realistic with yourself. Number 2, communicate everything. Communicate with the kids what's happening, communicate with the ex. Make sure you all are on the same page and you all know what's happening. So there's no confusion, there's no stress, there's no worry. You all know what's happening, and let the kids know on an age-appropriate level so they know what's happening. Number 3, don't overcommit. Don't take on too many things where you're just at a point where you're just overwhelmed and falling apart and you feel like you're just going to hit a wall because you can't do anymore. If you can't do something, say no. Number 4, try not to focus on what you don't have. Don't keep your attention on the past. Don't keep your focus on what you used to do with your ex or what you did as a family. Don't focus on the past and what you no longer have. Focus on where you're at now and what you do have. Number 5, make the most of the time you have with the kids. When they're co-parenting and going back and forth between your parents' houses, it's hard and it's a lot at Christmas time. So when you have them in this time of the year, make the most of that time because it's special. And these are times that when you can do fun stuff together. So don't get sad when they're at the other parents. Focus on having fun when they're with you. Number 6, create new memories. This is your time with the kids to create new fun traditions, to create new memories with them. Do fun new things just between you and the kids. So you're not focused on the things that you used to do together as a family. Oh, remember we used to do this with mum. Or remember we used to do that with dad. This is your time now to create memories with just mum and the kids or just dad and the kids. You create fun new memories based on now your little new family. Number 7, do not worry about what your ex is doing. Don't focus on them. It's only going to upset you and it's not going to put you in a good headspace at Christmas. Don't worry about what they're doing, what they're saying, where they're going. That's not your concern. Your concern is you and your kids. Number 8, delegate jobs. If you're feeling overwhelmed and you just can't do it all, get your kids on board to help out. Get family to help. Get friends to help. Delegate. Don't be scared to use the word, or words I should say, I need help. Because you're not a failure for saying that. And so many people think they are. They don't want to ask for help because they're too proud. You're not a failure for asking for help. We're all human and we can only do so much. If you need help, ask for it. Number 9, be around people that are going to make you feel good, not around people that are going to make you feel like you've just been hit by a truck. Find those good, positive people that are going to help you enjoy Christmas, especially when it's your first one as a single parent, because you don't want to be sitting there sad because you're not around good people, and then you're feeling even more sadder because you're thinking about what your ex is doing. If you're around people that are making you feel good, then you're less inclined to focus on these other past memories because you're already having a good time. You're not going to focus on bad things and sad things from the past when you're enjoying yourself. So be around people that are going to make you feel good. And lastly, number 10, keep the priority on the kids and their happiness. Don't focus on what the ex is doing with the kids. Don't focus on how long they're there. Don't focus on things that are happening that you don't like or wishing you had something different. As long as the kids are happy, then that should be your main priority. It's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie. It is hard co-parenting Christmas. There are going to be things happening that you don't agree with. There's going to be things happening that you don't like. There's going to be things happening that you wish didn't happen. You're going to wish it was very different and you wish you could have them more time. But you're going to have to compromise, and you're going to probably have to bite your tongue a fair bit as well. So just keep your focus on the kids and their happiness. If the kids are happy, then that's what should make you happy. All right. So that's my 10 tips for getting through Christmas as a single parent. And I hope that's given you some help and some support to get through it, because no matter how long you've been single parenting, and you might be fully healed and you might be completely detached from your ex and they've got no emotional attachment to them whatsoever, but still single parenting at Christmas time can still be tough. It doesn't get easier because you just want those kids with you every single day. So try and follow those steps. Keep the focus on the kids being happy. Keep the focus on making new memories and have fun. Christmas is a great time of year, but it's not going to be great if you're constantly focusing on what you used to have. It's not going to be great if you're sitting there thinking, why did this happen? Why am I in this situation? Why am I a single parent? Why are they with a new partner? That is only going to make you have a sad and miserable Christmas, and you don't want that. So please keep your attention on the good things, and that's how you make it a good Christmas. Now, it's not all of a sudden going to be an amazing Christmas because you're not going to think about stuff, but that's the easiest way to make it more enjoyable, and it's the easiest way to get through it, by keeping your attention on things that make you feel good. All right, so I hope you all got something valuable from this episode. And if you want to share what you're doing this Christmas, let me know. I'd love to hear what you're doing. If you've got any fun holiday plans, if you've got any fun new traditions you do with the kids, I'd love to hear. Shoot me a message. You can message me on my Instagram page at LifeAfterPlus1. I'm open to hearing from you all. Come and join me. Come and follow me on my Instagram, or you can send me a message. You can shoot it through to my website, which is all in the show notes, which is lifeafterplus1.com. All the details are down there. If you do want any further services as we go into the new year, because sadly January is the most common month for breakups and for divorces. So if you're in that boat and you're struggling and you're finding it tough and you just can't get through it on your own, then let's have a chat. I have free calls available where we can just see if we align and this is something that you're wanting to look at to help get you through this process. Or I've also got those ebooks available if you're wanting that extra support. If not, then just follow me on Instagram and you can grab a whole lot of behind the scenes chit chat and things that are going on there. So once again, everyone, have a great Christmas. It is my favorite time of the year. Even if I do have to co-parent, I do love Christmas. So please all enjoy it. Have a fun and safe Christmas. And until next time, I'll be in your Insta. Thank you for joining us on the Life After Plus One podcast. If you loved what you heard today and looking for some further support, then jump onto our website, lifeafterplus1.com. Plus, don't forget to check out our Instagram page for further resources and inspo. You can find all the links in the show notes. And remember, you're not alone on this path. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next episode. And in the meantime, keep thriving, keep growing, and keep exploring your amazing life after plus one.